Hi everyone, and welcome to week 2 of our player month here in the Gear 1 RPG project. In this step, what we're going to be doing is adding our character model. So what we can do is go ahead and head up to our tech ability tab up here and pull up that asset picker once again. And this time we're going to select the characters tab, and we're going to pick one of our characters seen here. You're welcome to pick either from either the top or the bottom, but there are some differences that you should be aware of. The top characters are all using a female animation avatar, so they're going to use a slightly different animation controller, and the male characters down at the bottom are going to use a different one as well. So they're divided up. The top ones are the female ones, and the bottom ones are the male ones. Just whatever one you pick, you can obviously pick any that you like. That's going to impact how we set up our character in the next step. So pick whichever one you feel suits you best. I'm kind of a fan of this guy myself, so I'm going to select him, and once it pulls up here, we're just going to click on that import button, and then it'll tell us that we've already picked a character. So once we've done that, we can go ahead and enter the resources folder, find that new character folder that we should find here, and you should see a prefab inside this folder. Now this prefab is going to look like it's mostly invisible. That's just because of the way that these characters are set up. They spawn in their clothes and a lot of their parts of their model when you hit the play button, so they're going to appear visible, but they won't be while you're playing. We're going to drag that prefab right out onto our player object, and then it's going to spawn it a good distance away from the center of our player. So let's go ahead and select that transform component and set those to 3 zeros. Next, what we need to do is actually go to our player prefab, so the root object, that player object, go to this overrides tab and hit apply all. And then we're going to select the open button, and we're going to go to our capsule, and we're just going to delete the capsule because obviously we have a player model now. But then we need to replace our weapon holder here. So what we're going to do is going to go to mail 4, we're going to go to the root, and if you have a different prefab, it should follow the same structure, but we want to find the hand root. And again, you may need to click through some stuff to find this. It could potentially be under other areas, but generally you should be able to follow the structure of the body, right? So if you look in the pelvis, the spine goes up, that'll take you to the head and neck and clavicle area, lower arm, hand, all that good stuff. But we can actually just, for this guy, use IKHand_gun, and then we'll find the weapon holder here. So what we'll do is we'll go to our player, and then we'll slot our weapon holder wherever it is. You may even be able to just search for it this way. Yeah, while you're in the player prefab, just type weapon in this little search bar, and it'll pop up, and then you can drop that into your weapon holder. Once you've got that there, you can go ahead and save your scene. As we go through and make changes to our player by adding objects or making tweaks and things, let's always make sure that this serves as a nice reminder. Let's always make sure that we select our player, go to the overrides tab, and hit apply all, just to make sure that all of the changes we're making are applied to our player in all of our scenes.